What's up everyone, Luke here with another video. In today's video, I'm doing a viewer request to talk about the eBay managed payment system. So I've got an article pulled up here. I did a little bit of research before I did this video and just kind of wanted to read the article to you guys so you can kind of see what's going on and kind of what my thoughts are on it. I don't think it's necessarily going to be a bad thing, but there are definitely some downsides to it. So first off, basically opting into eBay managed payments could actually boost our profits, or it could destroy our business. So basically, eBay actually launched this new payment program on September 25th, 2018, and they actually only invited a limited number of sellers to opt in, but they processed over $20 million for those sellers in the first 21 days. Pretty crazy, right? The responses, though, from sellers such as us on eBay have been mixed. eBay says managed payments will be the default system by 2021 for everybody on the platform. With the old PayPal-based system dying, sellers must prepare for the switch. But what exactly does it mean? And we're going to talk about that in this video. So how is it going to affect our business? And if you do opt in, are you going to get dragged, kicking and screaming, or is it going to be a good thing? So you're probably asking, what are eBay managed payments? While eBay is separating completely from PayPal, eBay is gradually switching over to Aiden. The payments processor is actually used by Uber and Spotify, so it's relatively big. Aiden will be more or less invisible, though, to sellers and buyers alike. So instead of dealing with a separate payment interface like they do with PayPal, buyers will just choose from a list of payment options like MasterCard and Visa. This is kind of a big improvement. The buyer has fewer hoops to jump through, which should basically give you more sales or conversions on eBay over time. But there are some problems. So here's the downsides that this website has got listed. So number one, no PayPal in managed payments for now. So basically, needed to say that almost every eBay buyer has PayPal. That's the downside. Not a lot of people like change. So if everybody has PayPal and they're just going to force everybody into Aiden, that could cause some people to stop shopping on eBay. Sounds crazy, but some people just don't like to adapt. The phone flipping industry, for example, is ever changing. People don't want to spend money on mentorship or courses, and they get left in the dust, and they get left doing little to no sales and wonder, what's going on with their business. If you don't change and adapt, well, eventually you go out. Look at Blockbuster. Netflix offered Blockbuster to partner. They offered them actually a really good deal. Blockbuster laughed at them. Well, they didn't change. Now Blockbuster's all done. So going back to the topic, not a lot of people are going to want to adapt and basically stop using PayPal because every eBay buyer and seller has PayPal. But anyways, if you did switch to managed payments now, you won't be able to accept PayPal. That's the other thing. So once you start accepting the Aiden payment platform, you actually won't be able to accept PayPal from anyone, which I personally think is a little backwards because if you are complying with the new payment processing rules or payment management rules from eBay, they should have made it so that people with PayPal could still pay you. That really doesn't make any sense. So it's basically a major short-term problem. People who've used PayPal for eBay since the turn of century will find themselves unable to use it on a managed payment listing. That's a big problem. However, on the plus side, pretty much everyone has a debit card in countries like the US. The idea of paying online with credit and debit has also become much less frightening than it was when eBay first rose or first was made. Today, people use cards online to pay for everything from Amazon purchase to their electric bill. In short, not having PayPal as an option may not be all that terrible. We will see PayPal become available before managed payments take over completely. eBay has their work cut out for them with building the integration, though, so we can't really expect PayPal to be gone until the summer of 2019 or maybe further. Here's the problem, though, that I don't like about PayPal being completely gone. I don't know a whole lot about Aiden, and I don't know how their buyer protection policy works, where PayPal's, if you put signature tracking on your package, we're pretty well protected. What I don't like about people paying with a credit or debit card, there are some banks out there that will let you do a chargeback months down the road, and at that point, it's going to be too late. And if they submit a chargeback, you will not get any information from Aiden. You won't know where the chargeback is coming from other than it's from the customer. When you try and find information out on a chargeback, they will not give you the details of the bank, their phone number, or anything unless you actually subpoena them and take them to court for the information. And I mean, come on, who wants to do that? We just want to do clean, easy business. So, number two, that's kind of a downside that they have listed here is no API. Third-party developers are currently unable to integrate with this new payment system. So in most situations, you'll have to log into eBay to manage payments. You will also be unable to collect data or perform actions with third-party tools. So that's not good. I don't like that at all. I think that so far there's more downside to this than upside because of the fact that, sure, it makes the checkout process a little bit more streamlined because, you know, you don't have to log into PayPal or anything to pay, but everybody already has PayPal. It's a known thing, so I really don't know why they want to switch at this point. 3 major limitations for international sales. Now, most of you that are watching my videos, you're either a US seller or a seller in Canada. Although I'm not keen on shipping overseas, internationally, on eBay, etc., there are a lot of people out there that do try and purchase stuff from the US, and this is going to affect everybody selling in the US because everybody overseas has a PayPal account. Typically, that's what a lot of people use. And believe it or not, basically for the time being, you can't use the global shipping program if you use managed payments. So that is a huge red flag to me. That is cutting off a lot of people's businesses, and it's going to make it inconvenient not only for sellers but for buyers as well. I personally think that eBay is taking this thing a little bit too far, and I think that what they should be doing is they should offer both and see which people prefer. Let the people decide, because truthfully, although eBay is a great company and they have an awesome selling platform, without us, without the people, eBay's nothing. If people stop listing stuff, if it becomes too difficult or people become annoyed, eBay will crumble as they know it. Another thing that they have listed here is other temporary limitations is no eBay Authenticate, no eBay for charity, no exchanges or replacements. So kind of interesting. It sounds like basically with managed payments there will be no exchanges or replacements. That one stands out to me. So I'm not sure if they're not going to allow us to do a refund or if they're going to not allow the seller, or I mean the buyer, to try and get a refund or replacement from us. I'm not sure. It says no exchanges or replacements. So that must mean that maybe managed payments does not allow people to ask for an exchange or replacement, only a refund, which is kind of odd too. I don't really like that. I think that's what they're getting at there. I think that's very odd to take that away from the eBay platform. Here's some of the upsides that they have listed, and a lot of the other websites have said similar things. So I guess there is lower fees. Apparently, eBay will charge a flat 2.7% fee no matter what payment method the buyer uses. PayPal, as you all know, uses 2.9% and plus 30 cents per transaction. So a little bit less on fees, but in my opinion, I don't think people are going to fly with this. I don't think everybody's going to convert from PayPal to this new payment system. I think a lot of people are just going to start shopping on Amazon, which is going to hurt our sales potentially, and I don't really like the sound of that. I would much rather pay the 2.9% fee with 30-cent transaction than, you know, go down to 2.7% and lose customers or potential viewers on the eBay platform. So, 2, an easy way to accept credit and debit. Now, this one they have listed as a positive. However, I personally don't really like this because, like I said earlier, there are some banks out there, especially some of the bigger national chains, where they will let people submit chargebacks months from the transaction date, and if you lose that chargeback, it's over. There's no retaliation or anything. I'm not sure exactly how Aiden works. Maybe they have some kind of system in place to fight this, but as we all know, the PayPal customer service is usually 10 times better than eBay customer service. eBay farms out all of its jobs overseas. All of its call center jobs are typically overseas, and so when you call about a chargeback or a customer resolution case, you often have to call back 3, 4, 5 times to get somebody that completely speaks fluent English to actually solve the problem. So I don't actually view accepting only credit and debit cards as a positive way through Aiden. I don't view it as a good thing at all, because PayPal did help protect in some ways. If you would lose an eBay case, you could possibly call PayPal, let them know that you got scammed, and sometimes you could get that resolved. Where this way, there isn't going to be any kind of middleman. It's just going to be up to eBay. And eBay, as we all know, always seems to side with the buyers, unfortunately, even if they send you back a box of rocks, which has happened to me personally. So I'm not really sure how I feel about that one. 3, lower buyer reluctance. So it said we covered this above. New buyers will be able to use their cards. That really isn't a plus side to me. Like I said, I think everybody has PayPal, so I really don't think that using your card is really a plus, because you can do that already with PayPal. Once you have PayPal, you can either pay with your PayPal balance, your bank account, or if you have a card link. So I don't really view that as a positive either. 4, simpler payments and dispute resolution. Okay, here's an interesting one. No more logging into PayPal or moving money around. You'll manage it all in one place. Okay, it's all in eBay. A managed payment should save you from dealing with the complex relationship of PayPal purchase protection and the eBay money back guarantee. That's a relief. Okay, so I'm not sure how I feel about that one either. because PayPal is really easy to use. It's not complicated. The customer service agents out there are actually do a really good job with PayPal. It's eBay that I personally worry about. They are always the ones that are very problematic. So don't really view that as an upside either. I'm not sure how Aiden is, but if it's going to be through eBay and we're going to be just getting call center agents from eBay and not directly from Aiden, since it's going to be under eBay, this is not a good thing at all in my opinion. So basically, I don't really think that eBay's new payment center is a good idea. In fact, I think it's a bad idea. I think it's bad that eBay is switching from PayPal to Aiden. At first, doing a little research, I did post a video, I think a month or two back, that I thought this might be a good idea. But further looking into it, and this is, like I said, a subscriber request. This is a subscriber video request. I don't think that the new eBay tongue twister, the new eBay payment processing management or new eBay payment management system is a good idea. I don't think that it's going to help us in the long term. I think it might actually hurt us, especially in the short term. I think things might plateau eventually and people will start to get used to it. But I think in the short term, it's going to hurt a lot of our sales, especially international sales, if you're selling iPhones or smartphones and you are shipping them via the global shipping center or international shipping and charging the buyer for shipping, which you should be doing, by the way. So I'm not really on board with the whole payment switch. I don't think it's a good idea. And I think that eBay is making a big mistake here. Amazon, allows all kinds of different payments. That you don't see them doing anything like this. And what I always say is follow what the big fish are doing. If you look at the price of Amazon stock versus eBay, of course they're doing different things, but it's just like Amazon's just excelling. It's just destroying eBay in a lot of different ways, and it's like this is just another change. Sometimes when something isn't broken, you shouldn't try and reinvent it or, fix it when it's not broken, because you might actually end up breaking it. And I think that is what eBay is doing here. They're trying to revolutionize eBay, but in a sense, I really don't see this actually helping us out all that much. So that being said, I hope you guys got some value from this video. Hope it prepares you for the future. And if you guys have a comment, make sure to drop it down below. What do you guys think about this? So make sure you guys smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.